In the realm of myth and legend, where gods roamed freely among mortals, Zeus, the king of Olympus, was notorious for his countless affairs and the offspring that sprang from them. Each child was a testament to his power, a legacy inscribed in the annals of history. Yet, amidst this sprawling lineage, there existed one child, a mysterious being whose very existence posed a threat to the carefully crafted narrative of divine order. This child was not merely another addition to the pantheon of demigods. She was a paradox, an anomaly that Zeus, in his hubris, sought to erase from the fabric of time itself. Her name was Callista, a name that whispered through the winds of ancient Greece but was seldom spoken aloud. Born under the rare alignment of celestial bodies, Callista was destined for greatness, or so the oracles foretold. Her mother, a mortal woman named Lyra, had been a priestess at the temple of Athena, known for her wisdom and beauty. It was during one of the grand festivals dedicated to the goddess that Zeus, in his ever-watchful guise, laid eyes on Lyra. Enchanted by her grace, he descended from his heavenly abode, cloaked in a veil of deception, and approached her as a humble traveler. Their union was swift and passionate, a fleeting moment of divine intervention that would alter the course of history. 9 months later, Callista entered the world, a child of both mortal and divine heritage. From her first breath, she was imbued with an extraordinary essence, a glow that seemed to radiate from her very being. Lyra, overwhelmed by the enormity of her situation, cradled the child in her arms, feeling the weight of destiny pressing down upon them both. As Callista grew, it became evident that she was unlike any other child. Her laughter echoed with an otherworldly timbre, and her eyes sparkled with a depth of understanding that belied her age. She possessed an uncanny ability to commune with nature. Birds would alight upon her shoulders, and flowers would bloom in her presence. The villagers, initially charmed by her ethereal qualities, began to whisper of her divine parentage, speculating on the identity of her father. Lyra, fearful for her daughter's safety, spun tales of a humble fisherman, desperate to shield Callista from the wrath of the gods. Yet, as the years passed, the whispers reached Olympus, where Zeus, surrounded by his council of gods, learned of this child who threatened to disrupt the delicate balance of power. He had sired many offspring, each a potential rival, but Callista was different. Her very existence was a reminder of his indiscretions, a living embodiment of the chaos that followed in his wake. In her lay the potential to unite mortals and gods in ways that could undermine his authority. Zeus, in his fury, resolved that Callista must be erased from history, a mere footnote in the chronicles of time. The plan was insidious in its execution. He summoned the Fates, the weavers of destiny, and commanded them to snip the threads of Callista's life. However, the Fates, bound by their own laws, hesitated. They had seen the tapestry of her life, the vibrant colors woven into her destiny, and they understood the implications of such an act. Instead, they offered Zeus a compromise. They would obscure her existence, allowing her to live, but ensuring that she would never know her true heritage. In his arrogance, Zeus accepted, believing that he had outsmarted even the Fates themselves. As Callista matured, she remained blissfully unaware of her lineage. Lyra continued to raise her in the tranquil village, teaching her the ways of the earth and the importance of kindness. The villagers adored her, drawn to her innate ability to heal the sick and mend broken hearts. They came to her for guidance, believing her to be a gifted child, a beacon of hope in times of despair. Yet, as much as she was loved, there was always a lingering sense of unease, a feeling that she was somehow different, set apart from those around her. One fateful day, as Callista wandered through the lush forests that bordered her village, she stumbled upon an ancient grove. The air was thick with magic, and the trees seemed to whisper secrets long forgotten. Drawn by an inexplicable force, she stepped deeper into the grove, where a shimmering pool lay nestled among the roots of a gnarled oak. The surface of the water glimmered, reflecting not just her image, but visions of a life she had never known, a life filled with grandeur, conflict, and a lineage that spanned the heavens. As she gazed into the pool, images flooded her mind. A throne of clouds, a figure wielding lightning, and a woman with fierce eyes who bore a striking resemblance to her. Confusion and fear gripped her heart. Who was she really? Why did she feel such a profound connection to the world around her? The visions faded as quickly as they had come, leaving Callista shaken but determined to uncover the truth. In the days that followed, she sought answers. She ventured to the oracle at Delphi, a place shrouded in mystery and steeped in prophecy. The journey was arduous, fraught with challenges that tested her resolve. Yet, with each step, she felt an awakening within her, a stirring of power that had lain dormant for too long. The oracle, a woman of great wisdom and foresight, recognized the spark within Callista, and when she arrived at the temple, the air crackled with anticipation. The oracle gazed into the depths of her crystal ball, her eyes clouding over as she peered into the threads of fate. "Child of the divine," she spoke, her voice echoing through the sacred chamber. "You stand at the crossroads of destiny. Your bloodline is woven with the threads of Olympus, yet you walk among mortals. The king of the gods seeks to erase you, for you are a flame that threatens to ignite the world." Callista's heart raced as the weight of the oracle's words settled upon her. She was not merely a child of chance. She was a living testament to the tumultuous relationship between gods and mortals. The oracle continued, revealing prophecies of great upheaval, of a time when Callista would be called upon to unite the two realms. But with that power came great danger, for Zeus would stop at nothing to maintain his dominion. As she left Delphi, Callista felt a newfound sense of purpose. She would not allow herself to be erased from history. She would forge her own path. The knowledge of her divine lineage filled her with strength, and she began to harness the powers that had lain dormant within her. With each passing day, she practiced her abilities, learning to manipulate the elements, to heal wounds with a mere touch, and to commune with the spirits of nature. Word of her gifts spread throughout the land, drawing seekers from far and wide. They came to her for healing, for wisdom, and for the hope that she embodied. Yet, with her growing influence came the attention of Zeus, who watched from Olympus, seething with rage at the defiance of his offspring. He summoned his most loyal servants, the Harpies, and sent them to retrieve Callista, to bring her back to the realm of the gods where she could be silenced forever. One stormy night, as Callista stood at the edge of the grove, the winds howled and the skies darkened. The Harpies descended like shadows, their wings beating fiercely against the tempest. Callista felt the air thrum with energy as she prepared to defend herself. She summoned the forces of nature, calling upon the winds to rise up and shield her from the onslaught. As the Harpies swooped down, she unleashed a torrent of lightning, illuminating the night sky with blinding brilliance. The battle was fierce, a clash of divine power against the will of a mortal child. Callista fought with the ferocity of a lioness, her heart fueled by the knowledge of her heritage. She was not just a child of Zeus. She was a force of nature, a being of light and shadow intertwined. The Harpies, taken aback by her strength, faltered in their assault, allowing her a moment to escape. With every ounce of her being, Callista fled into the depths of the forest, weaving through the trees as the Harpies pursued her. The earth trembled beneath her feet as she called upon the spirits of the grove, seeking their protection. The trees responded, their roots twisting and turning to create barriers, confusing the Harpies as they struggled to keep pace. Finally, she reached the heart of the grove, where the ancient pool lay waiting. With a surge of determination, she leaped into the water, feeling its cool embrace envelop her. As she submerged, visions flooded her mind once more, but this time they were different. She saw herself standing alongside the gods, not as a mere offspring to be cast aside, but as a leader, a bridge between worlds. Emerging from the water, Callista felt transformed. The power coursing through her was undeniable, and she knew she had to confront Zeus. She could not allow fear to dictate her fate. With the knowledge of her true self, She would stand against the king of the gods and claim her rightful place in the tapestry of existence. The journey to Olympus was fraught with challenges, but Callista pressed on, her resolve unwavering. As she ascended the mountain, the very air crackled with anticipation. She felt the presence of the gods, their eyes watching her every move. When she finally reached the gates of Olympus, she stood tall, her heart pounding with a mixture of fear and determination. The gates swung open, revealing the grandeur of the divine realm. Zeus sat upon his throne, a figure of authority and power, surrounded by the other gods. His gaze fell upon Callista, and for a moment, time stood still. The air thickened with tension as she stepped forward, her voice steady despite the weight of the moment. "Father," she declared, her voice ringing clear, "I am Callista, your daughter, and I will not be erased. I stand here not as a rival, but as a unifier, a bridge between the realms of gods and mortals. You may wish to cast me aside, but I will not be silenced." The gods murmured among themselves, their expressions a mixture of curiosity and disbelief. Zeus, taken aback by her audacity, narrowed his eyes. "You are a child of chaos, a reminder of my failings. Your existence threatens the order I have created." Callista stood her ground, her heart blazing with defiance. "Order is not the absence of chaos. It is the harmony that arises from it. I possess the power to heal the rift between our worlds, to create a future where mortals and gods coexist. You may fear my strength, but it is my compassion that will lead us forward." Zeus regarded her with a mixture of pride and anger, recognizing the truth in her words, yet unwilling to concede. "You speak of unity, but the gods are not easily swayed. What proof do you offer that you can fulfill such a lofty promise?" With a deep breath, Callista summoned the elements around her, feeling the energy of the earth and sky converge within her. She called upon the winds to carry her voice, to weave her plea into the very fabric of Olympus. "Let me show you," she implored, her eyes shining with determination. "Let me demonstrate the power of connection, the strength of unity." The gods watched in awe as she wove a tapestry of light and energy, a manifestation of her vision for the future. The colors danced and swirled, depicting scenes of mortals and gods working together, healing the land and sharing their gifts. The vision unfolded before them, a glimpse into a world where fear and division were replaced by understanding and cooperation. As the final image crystallized, silence enveloped Olympus. The gods exchanged glances, their hearts stirred by the beauty of her vision. Zeus, though reluctant, felt the stirrings of change within him. He had always been a ruler of might, but Callista embodied the potential for something greater, a legacy that transcended power. In that moment, the king of the gods made a choice. He rose from his throne, his voice resonating through the halls of Olympus. "You are my daughter, Callista, and though I may have sought to erase you, I now see that you are a manifestation of what we can become. If you believe in this vision, I will grant you the chance to realize it. But know this, the path will not be easy, and I will hold you accountable for the choices you make." Callista's heart swelled with hope. She had not only claimed her place in history, but had also opened the door to a new era. With the gods as her allies, she would embark on a journey to bridge the divide between mortals and immortals, to heal the wounds that had festered for centuries. As she left Olympus, a sense of purpose filled her soul. Callista understood that her journey was just beginning. She would gather those who believed in her vision, those who sought a world where love and compassion reigned supreme. Together, they would forge a new destiny, one that honored the legacy of both mortals and gods. In the years that followed, Callista became a legend in her own right. Her name echoed through the ages, a symbol of hope and unity. She traveled the land, sharing her gifts and inspiring others to embrace their own potential. The barriers that had once separated mortals from gods began to crumble, replaced by a tapestry of connection and understanding. Zeus watched from Olympus, a proud father, as Callista's influence spread like wildfire. He realized that in attempting to erase her, he had only ignited a flame that would illuminate the path for generations to come. The mysterious child he had once sought to obliterate had become a beacon of light, a reminder that even in the chaos of existence, there was always the potential for harmony. And so, Callista's story became woven into the very fabric of mythology, a testament to the power of resilience, the strength of love, and the enduring legacy of a child who refused to be forgotten. In her journey, she not only discovered her true self, but also reshaped the world, leaving an indelible mark on the hearts of mortals and gods alike.